Alright, so the party has adventured to a new location, and I have this location actually blocked off by Dungeons and Dragons books so that the players do not know what is inside this house. But anyway, I said that level 8 was too powerful for the characters like they were last time, so I decided to kind of have this more take place back in time, and that they would be level 5s, but they're still the same characters. This is just more like a blast from the past, you might say. So anyway, they've heard rumors of this house is said to have been haunted. It is the Haunted House of Kyzon. Kyzon has been said to be this undead leader, and they wish, but they heard that there's a lot of gold here, so they wish to take the gold. And yeah, and a couple of things I would do. Most things are going to be the same, except I'm going to make weapons do more damage than usual. Like, I'm not going to apply it with like against small and medium and against large creatures. I'm just going to have it all be equal, but all be the more damage wise to make battles go kind of quicker, because this is an example and less than a story. But I couldn't help but also put a story in it. And I'm also going to possibly change up the attacks for like missiles, possibly. So, but those are my adjustments, and I might also get to know these 5 characters. We have the same 5 characters from my last D&D video, which was first edition D&D combat. And so anyway, they start out outside of the mansion. I have had this to block off so they can't see what they want to do. But you can see right here are stairs. So that's where they start off. They start off with all these stairs. Figuring that all starting off with stairs, they figure they can go up to the stairs. So Clavicia goes up, but they don't have any knock spells. The door itself appears to be locked, and so now I have to see Xena's chances of picking locks. If that fails, then I will do a strength check for Rutler to see if he can kick down that door. Now, Xena, to pick the open locks, now she's a level 5, so oof, she has a 42% chance. So I'll roll the 20-sided dice. 13. That is actually a success. She opens it, and now, usually I wouldn't do this, but since the players have entered, the area isn't that big, I'll have everything be visible to them. So, the whole mansion, it appears that now they are unable to see any further ahead monsters or traps. What they do see, however, is a thing of water going right here. Actually, it's blocking this area, and it's also right here. Whoops, got that attached to me. Okay, and as well as another thing that is right here. Okay, so now the mansion is here, said to have been an undead mansion. So the players figure they should continue where they left off. That is exactly what they decide to do. So they all enter the house. they realize that this water is blocking their entrance. They don't really know, they don't exactly know how deep the water is exactly. They want to see if some sort of like spells could get in there. They notice that they look over their spells. Tyvern looks in his spell book as Rumusk consults a little inner voice with the gods and goddesses. They seem like they do not really have any spells that could be the use, so they're gonna have to strategize. Rutler is 6'10", so he figures, he being the tallest out of all 5 of them, figure if he could stand into the water, he's able to swim, but he'll have to take off his armor first, his heavy plate mail at first, because the water is 8 feet deep. Now Xena, and Tyvern, their armor is pretty light, so they could be able to swim in there no problem. Yeah, I'd say there's probably a -20 of the rest of them swimming. So they figure they have to do something that they don't like, but they'll have to take their armor and, well, first they pull Rutler out of there because the armor is so heavy. Because this is before they get any pluses to their armor, so they take Rutler out, and after that I'd say that they would throw the armor across, so, or just leave it here for now. Yet one thing they could do any of them have a let's see, seems like none of them have any sort of thing, but they might be able to, they figure that they want to go, and Tyvern looks to see, so he swims in here, and he goes across to here. He tries to see if there's any sort of thing of any use that could be of any use. He sees a big fire pit. Nothing else is in the fire pit though, and he has only the spells that he is able to use, and so he doesn't really have anything at this point, yet he could try, and yet he knows, yet Tyvern, however, has discovered walking across this, or swimming across this, the water is about 10 feet long, so he has figured another entrance, another way to get across. The water has proven to be an obstacle, but if he's able to get everybody across, then they're in good hands. So they figure that they could all swim across easily, but they're going to have to take some risks. Rutler knows he's the tallest, so he carries each. I'll say all these people are able to swim across first. No chance of drowning, just a 5. That means a 1. Oh, a 1 for Rumusk. Rumusk, however, is having a little bit of trouble in there. And as Rutler gets in there, Rutler has a 20% chance of drowning. Okay, Rutler is not drowning, but Rumusk is kind of drowning, so Rutler can't really help him, but the rest all go in there, risk themselves trying to get Rumusk. The chance was a 5 out of 100, which is equivalent to a 1, I'm pretty sure. All of them trying to pick up Rumusk. I'd say I'll have to see what their strengths are. Rumusk is probably, let's see. Rumusk is trying to get out of there. They're all gonna have to try and pull them out. Their total combined strengths is a 27. 27 is definitely going to yank Rumusk right out. Oof. I'll see if Rumusk. I'll say that Rumusk would take about 1 to 6 points of damage from the suffocation, so Rumusk takes 6 points of damage, and so I'm just gonna have to mark that down. Rumusk would now be at 28. Okay. And so now I'd say they're all able to get across, and I will continue this next time. So I want to make this into somewhat of a series. Alright, continuing from where we left off. Previously, the 5 adventurers have got across the obstacle of the water. Rumusk took 6 points of damage from the from almost drowning, and they reached to this fire pit, and so now they have all decided to adventure forth. So and continue on. They've continuing on. They see this the darkness of the of this mansion. They are still able to find. They decide that nothing else seems to be valuable in this particular location. So they have made the decision to keep on adventuring forth. Knowing that this has an undead population, they put Rumusk the cleric in front. And they know they could do this because he turns undead. And ironically, that is just what they find here. They find about 3 skeletons. Here, I'll just zoom in to the skeletons. Three skeletons. As well as 2 zombies. Or actually, no. Yeah, 2 zombies they are also able to find here. And then they hear some sort of other noise as well, so they know that something else is up too. So, out of nowhere, this will be a roll for initiative. Okay, the party has won first initiative, so that means that Rumusk is going to make an attempt to turn the skeletons. And so, this attempt to turn the skeletons will be level 5. He automatically turns, this is 1 to 12, so I roll a 12-sided dice. Okay. That means that these skeletons have been okay, so now they're being driven away by the cleric. So now the skeletons run away. And now that was the cleric's act. Next round the cleric will be able to or maybe this round too. I'll see if he could drive the zombies away too. So driving away these particular zombies, he can do the same as well. So I rolled the 12-sided dice. Okay, he can drive away 5. So the zombies are also driven away. They were the only ones in sight at this particular time. So they are being driven away. So now he decides to go up and check, see if there's any more creatures. The rest of them, so he kind of goes to check. He does find more. He finds a ghast, which is right here, and 3 wraiths. so the Ghast and the 3 Wraiths, they all, this will be another roll for initiative. He gets a 3, they get a 4. They are all able to attack first. He, realizes that, his friends will now, next round his friends will take 1 round to get here, so, this is all coming into place. So the, so as he has a, I'll say that Rumask carries a shield, so he carries a shield subject to 1 attack. The Ghast is going to charge up at him and is going to try and make an attempt to hit an AC of 2. Hit armor class 2. The Ghast is a 4-hit dice monster, so the Ghast needs a 13 to hit Rumask. 17 hit, 6 miss, 3 miss. 1 hit on Rumask, and that hit, and the specific hit that was made on Rumask causes Rumask to take 1 to 4 points of damage. 4 points of damage to Rumask. Rumask is now down to about he is now down, let's see, he's at 28. Now down to 24 hit points for Rumask. Okay. So now Rumask now down to 24. Rumask now takes his he's going to make an attempt to turn the Ghast, but he might fail actually. He cannot automatically turn. He needs a 10 to be able to turn the Ghast. 10, exactly what he needs. The Ghast flees in panic. Now we will roll for the next round because the Wraith stayed out of it now. 2 twins, 4 for heroes 2. Okay, so now the party is able to I'd say be able to go and help attack Rutler, Ran, as well as here I'll get these guys off the board since they're no longer here. Tyvern came here to, he's preparing a spell to attack the Wraiths, and so now Clavicia goes and she finally sees the Wraiths here, so she is going to make an attempt to get a running start at the Wraiths, I'll say, and try and attack one of them, while Xena Quaberg the thief goes here and makes an attempt to goes here and tries to stay quiet and possibly throw a vial of holy water at the Wraiths. So now is that Rumask has his next attack to turn the Wraiths. He needs a 13, 20. He has successfully turned these Wraiths, and how many Wraiths did he turn? All 3 of them. They all kind of fade away and run away from Rumask. So none of them had to prepare any sort of attack of any kind, since Rumask is pretty good against undead. Now I'd say that they are all able to regroup, and I'll continue this for next time. Hi, this is Mega Vergen. Sorry for the delay in the in part 3 of the Haunted House in Kyzon. I've just been a little busy with some stuff, but anyway, I'm here now, and the 5 adventures have previously from the last episode or the last session, the 5 adventures have all they met undead creatures, and Rumask the cleric was able to scare them away. They're not dead, they just were turned by him, but they could return. So now I am going to do something with the 12-sided dice. See how many rounds they would possibly have less. Now, according to the rules, no less than 3 and no more than 12. So the first group, I'd say, has, okay, so that means 3 minus 1, so that's 2 more rounds until they could possibly wander back. The second group has 7. Okay, so I am just going to write that down. Here's the pen. Okay, so 2 and then 7. Okay, so now, I'd say now I'm going to add a new thing. I am going to say that the adventurers, after they have somewhat defeated the zombies, I'll say that they find a, I'll just use this as the thing for the treasure, so I'll just use it like this. Now, I'd say that, I see the treasure chest. They do not know if it is locked or unlocked. They go and see if it is locked, then they could get Xena to pick the lock. Sorry, my cat is just making a little bit of noise. Okay, they figure out that the chest is unlocked, so they just open it regularly. I'd have Rumusk open it. In the chest is 600 gold pieces, plus a potion of Cure Light Wounds, which brings back 1 to 8 hit points of damage. I'd say Rumusk took about a total of 8 hit points, so he says he takes the potion and wonders if he should use it. They figure that, like, yeah, it's fine, none of us have ever been hurt, so I'm going to roll the 8-sided dice. Okay, got a 2. Rumusk regains 2 hit points. He's now back up to 26. He started at 32. So that wasn't a lot. And also a +2/+2 battle axe. And they know that this is being a +2 weapon. They know that either Rutler or Xena will be able to use it. Xena has 2 swords already, so they decide to give it to Rutler. So now I'd say this has been a total of 3 minutes. So now I'm going to roll on the encounter to see if they come across some of the monsters again. A 1 or 2. I'm going to do it 3 rounds. The whole thing called Wandering Monsters. So if I get a 1 or 2 on the 6-sided dice, then that means that the monsters, the undead that they scared away, are going to come back. 3. Okay. They might have heard some sort of noise, but it doesn't really happen. Nothing really happens. So basically, they decide they want to continue their journey along. Each of them has 3 vials of holy water. They do not find any more vials of holy water, but they notice that they are down the steps more. So they all decide to continue on. They are all going to go past the fire. And they go check out this grass over here. I'll have it be right here. They go look at it. An uneven grass structure. So now that they have treasure, they do not know what it is. So I am now going to say, I'm going to look at the spells and see what they could do. Yes. Rumusk detects something. So he is going to use a spell called Find Traps. If he finds it, then Xena could possibly disable a possible trap. So I'm going to go under the spells for clerics, find traps, and okay, there's no saving throw. So he casts the spell. He just uses his spell from all the way like from right here. Actually, this is Rumask, and he detects a large trap right in the center of here. But it looks like there is some sort of like something very valuable. It looks like there is a key of some sort that they all need to get. So they send Xena there. So Xena is going to take the risk. Now, if Xena succeeds in disarming the trap, then she will, then the trap is disarmed. But if she fails though, then she will take damage. Ooh. Let's see. Find, remove traps. Level 5 thief. She has a 40% chance. So I'll roll this dice twice. There's a 5. 0. She gets a 5, need a 40. Wanted low numbers, so that's a success. As Xena went to disarm it, trap is disarmed. Okay. And they find a key. So she gets out. And now I am going to have a little bit of interaction. See how many minutes it has been. It's been another 3 minutes, so I'm going to now roll the 6-sided dice. 1 or 2 still. 4. Okay, so there is no wandering monsters. So now they figure out that they have done their strategy. They know what the key, that they found the key, and they are going to want to, now that the key has been found, they figured that, well, we could try and see what it does, see if we could find any doors. And the doors on this area are like these right here. So those are the doors. So they go up to a door. So they find the door here. Xena uses it. Door opens, it leads outside. They find out that it is a door to all the keys within the house. So that is one thing that they do. So they continue. They search around this room. Xena opens more doors, but they all lead outside. So they decide they want to continue down. And I will save this video for next time to see what they see as they continue down. Well, I'm Megavergan. Thank you for watching. Oh hi, this is Megavergan again. And I am here with the Haunted House of Kyzon Part 4. This is still first edition D&D. And now, anyway, last time the party found a treasure that contained 600 gold pieces. Rumask also found a potion of cure light wounds, which gave him 2 hit points back, which he lost. And Rutler found a +2/+2 battle axe. And then after that, Xena had discovered a trap and disarmed it, and they found the key to the house, which opens all doors. So I am just going to now, so now we will now take it from there. So last time what they were doing was they were, continuing their way down. So I'll have them all go down, and I will roll one last time before they enter. See if wandering monsters are there. 4. Nope. So what they do is they find a door here, they find out that it's locked. So Xena just grabs the key, puts it in, and now I will show what is behind this door. Now, behind the door, they are all able to see you see some sort of trapezoid, like a mist looking thing. Rising up from the trapezoid, they suddenly see a human male who appears to be more of a vampire. Now, I will do the acting out. The vampire stares at them all. He has a evil looking grin on his face. And eventually he says, greetings. Why have you come here? Have you come here to give me something? Or have you come here to disturb me and steal away my treasure? They all look puzzled. Rumask says, vampires are always evil, and you are one, for the whole thing of goodness. And the others kind of nod. He says, ha ha ha, I'll show you guys the true meaning of evil. Let's fight. He chooses a random opponent. He goes after the third one. He goes after Rumask and he says, Cleric, say hello to my powers. And what he does is he charges and attacks the cleric. Makes an attempt to attack. I roll for initiative. Vampire gets a 5. Heroes get a 6. Heroes are all able to go first. I will start with Rumask, who right now at this point is right here. I say that he is going to hit Vampire. Vampire has an AC of 1. He has a +1 mace. So that means that level 5 need to hit a armor class of 1. He would normally need a 17. Now he needs a 16. 5. That is a miss. As Clavicia is only able to use one of her weapons, one being a plus, because vampires, only a weapon of +1 or better could hit them, and spells could hit them too. So she goes and slashes with her sword. She gets a 12. Is a 12 going to be good enough for her to hit? A 12 is indeed not good enough. She needed a 13. So Rutler turns and tries to chop with his battle axe. He has a +2, so he needs a 13 also. 14, that is a hit. His battle axe actually does 2 to 12, +3, plus an extra 2, so that's +5. But +2 to hit in general, so he has a total of +4. Okay, so he causes 4 + 5, that is 9 points of damage to the vampire. The vampire also says that his name happens to be Kyzon. So I have this vampire down here. Vampire is now down to 43 hit points. He was at 52, but now it's 43. And so now Xena has her she has a, let's say a short sword, a +1 short sword. Yet also it does not want to get too close to the vampire, so she is going to throw a vial of holy water at him. Her dexterity is 18, so she has a +2 to hit. Now normally I would treat this as a battle axe, so -5 +2, so that is -3 on the scale. Okay. Now it's a little bit harder to throw or to hit. but I'll say, or it could go under item saving throw, crystal or vial. I would say it is under a normal blow. 14. He needs a 14 to make his saving throw. 14, it just misses him. Basically laughing, like, mwah, ha 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 ha. And so now Tyvern now has his spells. Tyvern decides that he is not quite sure of what he wishes to do yet, but he is going to, but knowing a little history about vampires, he knows that they are unaffected by sleep, charm, and hold person spells. Yet, they also know that poison or paralysis would also not affect them. And cold and electricity gives them only half damage. So he is just going to use a standard magic missile spell. So magic missile spell will allow him to cause, I'd say, 6 to 15 points of damage, and no saving throw for magic missiles. 6 to 15. Okay, 8. It's now down to 8. That is now 35 hit points for the vampire. The vampire is getting damaged pretty quickly. And normally the vampires can cause energy drain, but instead I'm not going to have one touch decrease the level. I'm going to have one touch make them be paralyzed instead for 1 to 3 rounds. So I got to see who, and he chose Rumusk already to attack, so he attacks Rumusk. 11, is that enough to hit Rumusk? His hit dice, Kyzon's hit dice is 8 plus 3, which would be 8, so, and to hit an armor class of 2, Kyzon is going to need to get, he would have needed a 10 and got 11. That is enough to hit, and so he takes 5 to 10 points of damage. He takes 8, so Rumusk is now down to 18 hit points left. So now, with 18 hit points, Rumusk figures, and he is also paralyzed for 3 rounds, so he's just standing there. And Kyzon might keep on attacking Rumusk. I will roll once again for initiative. And after this round, I'll roll to see if any wandering monsters come. Okay, alright, so Kyzon goes now, and Kyzon makes another hit. He gets a +4 to his attack, so this time he needs a 6. A 1. There's a critical miss. So Rumusk really got lucky. And I will continue this fight next time, since we're almost out of time. Hi, this is Megavergan. Last time the party opened a door and they found the undead ruler of this mansion named Kyzon. Kyzon is the gray miniature. He is a vampire, and now they're in the middle of a fight with him, and now Kyzon just got his attacks, and now Rumusk is paralyzed for 3 rounds, so I'll just write that here, 3-round Rumusk. And so now I'd say that so now it is now one of their turns. I'll see who would go first. This can't be Rumusk. So okay, so that means that Tyvern goes now. So I'll do it from this way. So going here, here, and here. Okay. So what Tyvern does is he has another spell ready for magic missiles, and so after this round I'll roll, see if Wandering Monsters come. So he gets that. He had that spell be prepared, and now he casts it, and it causes 14 points of damage to Kyzon, and that now equals 21 hit points left for Kyzon. Kyzon is starting to get a little worried. You fool! You cannot kill me. No one can. But maybe I'll be able to kill you, he says. Rutler now takes a swing at him. 19. I believe that's a hit, but I just want to make sure. Yeah, that's a hit, definitely. Okay. Oof, that's going to be a big one. Oh, wow. 12 plus 5, 17 points of damage. Oh, wow. To Kyzon. Okay. Kyzon was at... Now he is at 5 hit points left. Blah! Blasted fools! Ugh. And Clovicia swings to try and make a final chop. 5, that is a miss. Xena throws a vial of holy water at him. And first to hit, I'd say... You know what, I do this the other way that it applies. Crystal Vial needs a 14. 15, she just misses. Kyzon is now going to run away. He's now, I'd say that Kyzon now wishes to run away, knowing that they are pretty powerful for him. Say that he needs to be able to run away. Kyzon is going to okay, he's now going to okay, so now Kyzon, what he is going to do is he now wishes to make an escape attempt. So he's running this way because he knows that he does not want to be slain. Now I roll again for Wandering Monsters. No Wandering Monsters. Now that Kyzon has run away, he is still alive, yet he is losing very quickly. Rumusk is still paralyzed, and they might need to help Rumusk. But first, I'd see who gets this next initiative. Kyzon gets 2, heroes get a 5. And now, who gets the initiative? Tyvern. Tyvern was 4, Xena was 1, Clovicia 2, and Rutler 3. So now that Tyvern has his turn, he is going to... He no longer has monster summoning. Tyvern is going to... actually going to throw a vial of holy water at him and see if it hits. A 3. He failed to make his saving throw, so it hits him. And how much damage does it cause Kyzon to take? 3. Now down to 2 hit points. Kyzon now being at 2. We now have to see who gets next attack. Rutler gets the absolute next attack. He runs to Kyzon, and he throws a vial of holy water at Kyzon. They're going to try and kill him with holy water. A 5, that is a hit, and that temporarily makes him dead, but he can regenerate very quickly. So Rutler quickly runs to Kyzon, and he goes for the head, tries to chop his head. Say the head is an AC of 10, so he would need a 6. Yeah, armor class 10. 7, he barely got it. He got the head. Who who has the holy water. I'd say that Musk does, because in order to kill a vampire, exposure to direct sunlight would kill them. Also, if you immersed in with running water, if you were to cut off its head and then fill the head with the holy water. So now that's what they do. They make an attempt. Rutler has holy water. So they all kind of join in and they all pour in holy water into his head. And they do that quickly this round so that he will be slain. And suddenly, he is killed. So Kyzon is now officially dead. And now I will roll. Okay. Musk says, "Great job, everybody." Oh my gosh. Now I feel kind of weak though from being paralyzed. And unfortunately, that is not their only problem. Unfortunately for them, the monsters of the earlier monsters, containing of the two zombies, which contained the two zombies and the three skeletons, which were turned earlier on, have wandered back in. And they are able to see them, and they're like, "Oh no, now what?" Attack position. Now it's a roll for initiative. They get a 4. Heroes get a 2. The heroes miss their first attack. The zombies charge and trying to make an attempt to hit. I'd say this one goes after Rumusk. 5, so 1 on each. The one after Rumusk, I'd say, makes an attempt to hit. That zombie is a 2-hit dice monster. You need to hit AC 2. You need a 14. Okay. 9. That's a miss. This one is very slow, so it'll take 1 full round to get to Clavicia. So to get to Xena. This skeleton goes and it attacks Rutler. Got an 11. That is definitely a miss against Rutler, and the other two skeletons are going to make an attempt to go after the rest. And I'll continue this next time. Hi, this is Mega Vergan, and here I am with part 6 of the Haunted House of Kyzon. Previously, I'll just show it here. Previously, the party have been fighting, they encountered those wandering monsters again. Kyzon has been killed, and now all these wandering monsters are here attacking them. So, I might have rearranged them in different orders since it was a little while since I had done this previously, so I'll just do initiative then. So initiative would be, I'll just roll. Okay, the monsters get their first attack. Okay, so that means that, monster on Rumusk, the zombie, needs to hit an armor class of 2, so the zombie is going to need to get a 13. 6 as a miss. So that zombie kind of swings but misses Rumusk. Zombie is finally made over to get to Clavicia. It needs to hit an armor class of 3. So I'd say that it would need to get a 13. Wait. Yeah, 13. 13. That is a hit from that zombie. So the zombie kind of like hits Clavicia, and I will see how much damage. What are the 8-sided dice? 5 points of damage to Clavicia. Okay. Now I'd say that this skeleton is just going to continue to move up, but he can't really get too close, so so I'd say in another round he'd be able to go and try and attack Xena. Now I will roll between Rutler and the others, between the other skeletons. 6 versus a 3. Rutler goes first. These skeletons would have an armor class of 7. So in order for Rutler to hit an armor class of 7, he is level 5. So he would need Rutler needs a 9 plus 2 due to strength bonus, and plus 1 so that is plus 3. So that's a 6 really. 11, that is definitely a hit. I'll see how much damage this battle axe would do. It does a total of 8 points of damage, and that is enough to kill this skeleton. So that skeleton is dead. Now there's another skeleton, kind of, it seems to be somewhat like just loosely magically animated. I'd say it would probably, it's a little far, but it looks like it's going to attack, say it'll attack Tyvern, but it's like kind of like walking up slowly. And now I would go back to Rumusk, the cleric. Rumusk is going to make an attempt to turn these zombies. Rumusk needs to turn the zombies. He needs a he automatically turns them, actually. Automatically turn these 2 zombies. He only was able to turn 1 zombie, unfortunately. So it was this one. So this zombie like goes away. Now I'd say that would leave room for this skeleton to attack Rumusk, but that would be next round. Clavicia has 2 swings against a skeleton. So now I would say that she rolls for her 2 attacks to hit an armor class of 7. She is going to need a 9, but one of them is plus 2, so that means that she would need a 8 for 1. 4, that's miss for the one that she needed a 7. This one, 3. 2 misses, actually. So she kind of like swung, but like missed. Now I'll go back to Rutler and Tyvern. I will roll a initiative, see which one of them goes first, or Xena might go first too. So I would roll so Rutler, Tyvern, and Xena. Xena goes first, and Xena is going to she used up her holy water, but she has a sword she's going to use, and she's just going to like run up, charge the skeleton with her short sword. Her short sword is a +1 to hit. An armor class of 7. She is a level. She's a level 5 thief, so hit armor class 7. She would normally need a 12, but now she needs a 11. So it's like a 50-50 chance. 15 as a hit. Her short sword does 1 to 8 points of damage, since I do possible maximum. So she could possibly kill it in 1 round. Okay, 6. Okay, so it's really weak. So now I'd say it's really, really weak. After that, the next initiative went to Rutler. Rutler could finish it off right here. He takes a single swing. Rutler needs to hit
I think he would need like a 6. Yeah, he needed a 6 last time. So,
So last time, so he takes a swing. Critical hit, kills that one. So now these two skeletons are now dead. The zombie on Xena has a swing to hit an armor class of 3. The zombie is going to need to get to score a 13 to hit Xena. 17, that is a hit. Xena takes 2 points of damage. So that means a total of 7 points of damage. Not Xena, I mean Clavicia. A total of 7. I'd say she's now down to 28. Yep, I believe 28 hit points now. So now the other skeleton has a attack on Rumusk. I'll have to roll, see how many rounds the zombie is away for. 8, so that would be 7 because 1 round is up. So we're trying to keep that zombie away. This skeleton rolls a 20. That is a critical hit. The skeleton's maximum damage is 6. So Rumusk takes 6 points of damage. Rumusk is now down to 12 hit points. Rumusk cannot, or can he? Let's see. Rumusk cannot turn these creatures anymore. So now we would roll for initiative because the first round of combat is done. 2 versus a 1. The monsters get their attack first. The zombie is now gone for 6 rounds. Now I'd say I'll do the one on Clavicia first. It attacks, gets a 2. That's a miss, obviously. The skeleton attacks Rumusk. That is a 10. I believe that is a miss. You need to hit armor class 2. We need a 17. So that is definitely a miss. So both of them misses. Kind of like turns around. Now I'd say that I would go to that these guys would have a round to get to here if they would want to fight. So I'd say I'd do Clavicia first. She's going to use 2 attacks on this skeleton. The first one, she needed a 7, so that's a hit. Second, 2, that's a miss. Okay, so they were short swords, both of them. So now she would score a damage of 5. It really severely injures this one. So this one's kind of like crawling on the ground. It's still alive, just barely alive. Rumusk takes his Rumusk has his mace and he tries to hit that zombie. I'd say that is the zombie. Okay, so tries to hit this zombie with his mace. Rumusk is a level 5 cleric, so he needs a Rumusk would need to hit this skeleton. He needs a 11. 12. That is a hit. The damage scored is 3 points of damage. So that oh wait a minute, no. So that would be the skeleton. Because Rumusk is now facing the skeleton. So now I'd say so now facing the skeleton. You know, I think I got them confused, both confused. Let's say it was this, right? Because I remember the skeleton was attacking Clavicia and the zombie. Okay, so I'll just say it. Zombie's now down to 9 hit points. Skeleton's down to 1. With this last swing, Rutler is able to charge. It'll take him a round though to swing. Xena too. Xena does not waste her time on backstabbing. She's just going to run up, charge the skeleton. Tyvern is going to stay back, and he's going to prepare a spell. the next round of initiative now. 6 and day 2. The enemies go now. It's their turn. The skeleton is going to swing at Clavicia. 16. It's what you needed to hit Clavicia, I believe. Hit dice is 1. You need a 16. Barely a hit. Okay, Clavicia takes another 5 points of damage. She's now at 23 hit points. The zombie attacks. The zombie is going to attack Rumux because Rutler took a round to run there. The zombie scores a 16. That is enough to hit Rumusk. So Rumusk takes damage as well. Rumusk is now, oh boy, Rumusk is now down to 7 hit points. So now that it's their round, all the heroes get their attack, I'd say. Rumusk is going to slide away, letting Rutler take the fight, because Rutler's like a tank, pretty much. So Rutler swings. Need this, 14, that is definitely a hit, and 10, that kills this zombie, so this zombie is dead. One skeleton is left. Clavicia swings her 2 swords, 1 critical miss, and a 5, also a miss. Xena has her short sword and she tries to stab it. 7. I think 7 is a miss too. 7 to hit an armor class of 7. Yes, you need a 12. That's a miss. Even the +1 isn't enough to do that. Tyvern has gained his spell ray, so next round his spell would be all ready. Now I roll to see who goes again. This is the 3rd melee round. So now I'd say, okay, so 6 again, 5. Okay, the monsters go again, once more. The skeleton now has 2 heroes charged at him. So it is going to, 3 or lower indicates it goes after Xena, 4 or higher, Clavicia. Okay, it attacks Xena this time, and to hit Xena has an armor class of 8. It got a 10. Is a 10 good enough to hit armor class of 8? No. He needed an 11. So he just misses. He might have probably pierced her armor or something. Maybe scratched her armor, but it wasn't enough to hit her. Now I'd say that now I roll to see who gets the first attack. It's either Tyvern, Clavicia, or Xena. Clavicia gets her first attacks. The skeleton is at 1 hit point left. Clavicia, and with 1 hit point left, Clavicia with single hit cuts the skeleton in half. Now I'd say everyone searches around. They find 5 gems in each of them. Each gem seems to be worth 30 gold pieces. So now they have now won the mission. Kyzon has been defeated. And now they get out. Well, this concludes the adventure, the Haunted House of Kyzon. I'm Megavergan. Thank you for watching.